Yeah, rise and shine, everybody. It's game day. That's right. It's time to go mash some damn taters. The Gamecocks are headed up to Death Valley today, high noon, to take on the Clemson Tigers. Should be a good game. Looking forward to it. I will be riding on my way to South Carolina during the game, probably more than likely. So there won't be probably no live fan reaction today, unless it works out. I will see. It won't be on StreamYard. If it is, it'll be on YouTube Live. So y'all hang tight for that and be on the lookout for it. If I do, come chat, come hang out with me. But on a serious note, South Carolina is trying to go to 9-3 on the season. Trying to get that win. And who knows? There's a lot of talk about this could be like a playoff implication game. There could be some playoffs on the line for either one of these teams. Whoever wins today. I don't know. There's a lot I think that needs to happen outside of South Carolina beating Clemson for South Carolina to get into the playoff. Now, if Clemson beats South Carolina, I think their probably chances are a little better than South Carolina's, even without a lot of stuff happening. Because I guess the committee loves Clemson or something. They value their wins more than they do ours, I guess. So I don't know. That's. But either way, I think South Carolina needs a lot more help today than just winning. So that's the main thing. Go take care of business, get the win in Death Valley like we did 2 years ago, and let everything else work itself out. It's not in our control. Like Coach Member said, we can only control what we can control, and that is going out and just winning ball games week in and week out. And this week is no different. Got to go out there and mash them taters on their home field. Last year, South Carolina lost 16-7. Wasn't a whole lot of offense out there generated for either team, actually. It took what they call a backwards pass that Clemson scooped and scored. That was the only touchdown they got in the game. So, time for revenge. They stormed. They got out on. They planted their flag at midfield at Williams-Brice. And was talking shit and to our fans and everything. I was there at that game. It's kind of embarrassing the way we performed that day. So it's time to get payback, right? It's time for us to meet at their paw and plant our flag in midfield like we did a couple years ago and get out there with a win, celebrate, get the cup back, the Palmetto Bowl Cup or whatever you want to call it. The trophy. Time to bring that back to Columbia where it belongs. As far as stats, this is a rivalry game. Y'all can throw the stats out the window. But one thing you can't do is you can't go through this video without hitting that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here and get in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on the game. But like I said, you can throw these stats out the window, okay? Because this is a rivalry game. It's time to put all the work that we put together throughout the year to culminate and come together in this game and just play football. That's what it's all about, okay? Stats up to this point mean nothing, okay? This is a game where two sides hate each other, I guess you could say, if you want to use that word hate. I don't really like throwing that word out a lot, but if you want to use the word hate, these teams both despise each other. I guess that's probably a better word. They both despise each other. A lot of players are from the state of South Carolina on each team, so this is a game that means state pride for each one of these teams. Who comes out on top is going to determine who plays the best today, who takes care of the football, who has a great overall coaching day, call the right plays, hit the deep, hit some couple deep balls and things like that. But if I had to think about a prediction and score, like I said, throw all these records out the window, all the stats out the window. I think, this is my thought, I think South Carolina goes in there and gets the win. I think Lenore Sellers, Rocket Sanders, and our run game is going to have a field day on Clemson's defense. And I'm just calling it the way I see it. I've watched some Clemson football here lately, and some teams have had some success on Clemson running the ball. And that's no secret. A lot of Clemson fans will tell you that. And I think we just got the stable of backs with Rocket, with Attaway, with Sellers, with his quarterback design runs and things like that. his ability to get outside the pocket and scramble and make things happen, I think that plays in South Carolina's favor. And that's why I'm rolling with the game, because I think it's going to be a good game early on, but I think South Carolina separates themselves down the stretch. I think the defense gets out to Cade Klubnik, because unless everything I've heard about their offensive line has been a lie, I think they're pretty vulnerable to our defense. And I think our defense can get after Cade, make him uncomfortable. The only problem is we got to contain him. We can't let him get out of the pocket, because we know what he can do with his feet. So we got to contain him, keep him in the pocket, and get pressure on him, make him uncomfortable, make him do, make bad decisions, basically. So I think our defense can do that. We got two really good defensive edge rushers off the edge, Kyle Kennard, Dylan Stewart. I hope each one of these two has a couple sacks today, because that will give them the record as far as Jadeveon Clowney's single season sack record and single season freshman record for sacks for Dylan Stewart, the freshman, and Kyle Kennard. So I hope they do that. It'll be great. It'd be great to see that today in Clemson, South Carolina. But I think the defense is going to get after Cade. I think it's going to be a great game early on. But I think, like I said, I think South Carolina separates themselves down the stretch. And I got this game going 37-20, South Carolina. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys around. Go Gamecocks.